gonna speak my mind. I'm just gonna talk about my perspective on life, or like not to take life too personal, and like just overcoming obstacles and also overcoming people's projection towards you, people's emotional baggage, people's bullshit towards you, and people's like just overcoming people's attitude towards you, and just overall life. How like it's kind of windy, but his overall life, like how like he's gotta not take pretty much not take everything personal. Just to keep having faith and keep following your dreams, keep following your goals, and to also just be persistent and just stay strong and acknowledge your pain, acknowledge the bullshit life throws at you, right? So I might be all over the place, but let's get to it. Hopefully this video won't cut off early, because recently in my past videos, my videos have been cut short, like unexpectedly and randomly. I don't understand why, because I recently like subscribed to like more storage from my iPhone, and it's only like $5-10 a month, and like that means it'll give me more storage room, and I've been having that for like a long ass time, but then I unsubscribed and I resubscribed again, and all of a sudden it's not working. It's been like a month, so hopefully this could work. So we'll see. So if my video cuts off unexpectedly, then my apologies. It's not me who's doing that, it's my iPhone pretty much. It's trash. But let's get to it. So with life, I think yes, you can't take life seriously without a doubt, because a lot of people, they don't take life as serious, and that's not going to get them nowhere in life. Because I personally believe, and what I've learned from other people, is that like throughout life, everyone has a certain mission in life, and it's up to you to complete those tasks. And I feel like if you don't complete those tasks in life, yes, you have free will, but like I feel like life is gonna give you either a hard time, or life is gonna orchestrate you like a very bad situation you don't really want to be in if you're not following your path, if you're not following your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And now it gets tricky, because a lot of people have different perspectives when it comes to purpose. So I'm not saying there's right or wrong when it comes to purpose. I'm just saying, just follow your intuition, do what's right, and do the best you can. Try to help out the world the best you can. Try to help yourself and other people around you the best you can, and you'll be all right. But basically, what I'm saying is just live your life. But you heard the term "life is unfair," right? Which is true. And like I'll use my life example. So me, I'm always around shitty people. I'm always around people who always like are bad mouthing me, or just toxic people, right? It's very disrespectful people who are emotionally unintelligent, right? Now me, I'm always around these types of people. But obviously, what turns me on to people who are just bullies, right? Not only have I dealt with people who are like that, but I've dealt with family members that are like that too. Me, I cut off family members. I damn near cut off every single person in my family members. I had to cut off friends. I had to like not hang out with as much people. So I know what it's like cutting off a lot of people and just me remaining solo. Now me, I don't have a problem with remaining solo, because me, I'm constantly exploring my life. I have hobbies. I love what I do. I love working out. I love studying. I just love what I do, right? So I don't have a problem being alone, but sometimes it does get annoying, or like sometimes I give people the benefit of the doubt, and then I get disappointed by people, right? So how does that affect me? Now, it used to affect me. I used to go, why this and that, and I still do. But I realized that like it's not personal. Like these people throwing jabs at you, people who are assholes, these fucking bullies, these losers, right? Don't take it personal, because it's their problem. It's not yours. They're just projecting their insecurities onto you. I've done a lot of research. I've studied a lot on people who tend to disrespect other people for no reason. It's because they're insecure and they fear you, right? They have they're jealous. So that's what I'm looking for. They're jealous, or you're just exposing their true colors, right? A lot of people are very like hurts. A lot of people are very like they're not healed. So especially what's been going on since then. It's the nature of this world. This world is so corrupt. There's always like this world is meant to set people up for failure. Like we're being controlled by money. We're all money enslaved, and like we're all forced to do things we don't want to do, but it's just part of life, you know. And this is why people are so like angry, people are so sad, people are so depressed. It's because of the foods we're eating, because of the system. So I go on and on, but my whole channel talks about this. But basically what I'm saying is, yeah, you have to look at facts from life. Life is shitty, so it's gonna force people to act shitty, or just this society how it's set up. And when people do talk shit to you, it's not personal. This is why you gotta study psychology. But you gotta look at life like this, right? And again, this is my opinion. or at least how I look at it. I look at life from so many angles, but and I study a lot from people. But I believe in spirituality. You don't have to believe what I believe in. I believe there's an afterlife. I believe after you die, there's multiple places you could experience. There's multiple bodies you could be in. So like, usually when people try to talk down on me, people try to like start with me, I tend to ignore these people because I'm not gonna get in the time of the day because I got better things to look forward to. I gotta focus on my purpose. Like, who are these people to like? Why am I so worried about them? I shouldn't lower my energy just to match them, you know. And if people want to act disrespectful, like if people want to do shit to where I have to cut them off, then hey, so be it. Fuck it, right? That's their problem. And I even told myself, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I even told myself, I don't usually burn bridges with people. It's usually the opposite. People burn bridges with me, right? You know, and that's the case. There are times where I will be disappointed. I face a lot of disappointments with people, but I don't let it affect me. I just say, okay, you put yourself in that position. That's your problem. That's not my problem. Just live my life, you know. And there's a saying, there's a saying that rejection is God's protection. So if people are acting fucking stupid towards you, just leave it to God. And that's how I like to look at it. When life keeps throwing you bullshit and problems, that's God's problem. That's not my problem. I'm just gonna leave it to God. Yes, I'm gonna work through these problems, but I'm not gonna get overconsumed by it. I'm not gonna act like a victim. If anything, God is doing this shit, right? So like, who am I to like act like a victim, or who am I to like? Even I do believe in victims. I do believe people, they're just doing the best they can. It's just God or life is just throwing a lot of dumb shit towards your way. This is how it is, you know. So don't even take it personal. It's God doing it. It's the universe doing it. It's just the devil, these demons. They're doing it. More so, I like to put all the burdens towards God. So like all the burdens that's heading towards me, I like to put it towards God. And I'm not saying like, oh, I gotta take care of this, I gotta take care of this. That I'm not gonna ignore it and I'm gonna leave it to God. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like situations where you keep coming across disrespectful people, or like you get robbed, or like just there's an unexpected situation to where like it seems like you're down on your luck. Don't even trip about it. It is what it is, you know. Just move on, learn from it, and if you learn from it and how you can overcome it, grow from it, and just leave it to God, and leave it to the universe, you know. That's how it is. Me growing up, and still today, I still struggle with a lot of people who are just very like bad mouthing me. Like, I don't like people who are very just disrespectful with their mouth, very like just bad mouthing. People who are very angry and mean and agitated. I don't like people like that. I know I may come across like that on my YouTube videos, but I'm just releasing all the pain and anger from what I have to deal with from people in life, right? So I don't like being around people like that. I like being around people who are very self-aware, emotionally intelligent, very sensitive, and just cool people, and people who have common sense, people who have good morals. These are the types of people I like, you know. But I'm usually never around these types of people, so like it's alright. Like it does bother me, but like I don't even take it personal because I'm just gonna leave it to God, you know. If God or the universe, if they want to throw people who are angry, who are very like bitter, who are very fucking just evil towards me, I'm not gonna trip about it. That's not my problem. That's God's problem, right? And so just ignore it, you know. And there are times where I am forced to be around people who are like that. There are times where I was forced to be around family members who are just straight up assholes, right? People who are assholes, right? And like at the time, because of money, I couldn't move out the house, or like I couldn't change jobs like that because of money, or I didn't have the right circumstances to do that. So I was forced to be around these types of people. The best thing I could do was set boundaries, cut them off, and just, even though I am near them physically, they don't have to be with me mentally. Easier said than done. You know, there are times where I had to cuss people out. There are times where I had to like put people in their place. A lot of people are dumb, so like you just gotta not necessarily take it, but just ignore it, you know. And don't give them the energy. I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're forced to be around that person. But just either that person or group of people. But just do what you gotta do. Make sure you protect yourself. Be safe, you know. And leave it to God. Don't let these burdens overtake you. Just leave it to the universe. Leave it to God, you know. And that's all you got, you know. But also, I'm gonna talk about I'm not sure if I should talk. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna talk about time speeding up, of course, you know. So yeah, time has been speeding up extremely fast. You know, it's hard to like you get your daily tasks, your stuff done throughout the day. It is extremely frustrating, It's not easy at all because it is frustrating. We're like, because you got so much things you need to take care of, but it's hard to do that when time is just constantly speeding up, and it's just like, bro, like, how am I supposed to take care of this? How am I supposed to take care of that? Just so this whole world's changing. This time speeding up this time speeding up phenomena has been going on extremely fast. So it really is hard to adjust. I don't know why time's always speeding up. There's so many theories out there, or not theories, facts, and like people's opinions. So it's crazy. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. But when it comes to your goals and your dreams and your successes, right? Just don't give up. Keep your head up. Always plan out your days. Um, and I think that's one of the main important things in life, to keep you busy and to keep you positive and uplifting. Always trying to find things you love to do. I don't care if you don't get paid. I know it'd be nice to get paid, but just, it could be like a hobby or like your free time, or just try to look for a job or like anything that will keep you happy. I feel like that's one of the most important things in life. I understand you gotta find your self-love, you gotta love within, but like, unfortunately, we do live in a matrix, so we're all forced to kind of be a slave, I guess. But if you are gonna put yourself out there in the matrix, make sure you do something you love. Try to make a huge impact. Like me, for example, I don't like working like that. I don't like being a slave. But I'm in the military, and it's not necessarily bad. It's just the people. But like, I guess I like what I do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it long term or short term. Who knows? Life happens, but at least I find something I like to do in this matrix. And me making YouTube videos, I love releasing my intrusive thoughts. I love releasing my anger. I love releasing just life, just life in general. Just going through life. I love voicing my opinions on things, and I love releasing all these pent up emotions. So I decided to make a YouTube channel. I love working out, so I focus on that. I love studying different subjects. I love learning about spirituality. So those are the things I love doing, and that's what I mean. Like, you just gotta keep yourself occupied, because again, everyone's life experience is different. Everyone's life path is a lot different. So this is why I use my examples. This is why I use my own personal examples. So I hope I'm not coming across as like arrogant or anything. It's not necessarily that. Because I understand a lot of people are unique, a lot of people are special and amazing, so we all have different life purposes. So like, I just like to use my example so you can get what the hell I'm saying. So me, like, for example, the reason why I'm so focused on my hobbies and doing things I love to do is because I'm always around shitty people. So now that really forced me to really dig deep and to find things I really love doing to occupy myself, since I'm always alone, or since I'm always isolated from people, or since I had to cut a lot of people off. I had to cut a lot of family members off. I don't even speak to my family members like that, and I don't want to. I don't even feel safe around them. Even with like people I'm coming across with, not everyone, but most people. It's just so like, I'm forced to like love myself, and to like, I guess love myself, like self-love, I mean, and to do things you really enjoy doing by yourself. And I don't have a problem with that. It does get annoying from time to time, like, damn, I wish I had a partner, or damn, I wish I was dating a certain female, or like, I wish I had a certain group of friends, or just not, or just me. There are times where I do get fed up being around disrespectful people, but it is how it is. Even like, I'm talking about if you're forced to be around them. If I had a chance to get away from them, I would, but it is how life is. But it is what it is. I'm not tripping about it. It's just, like I said, leave your burden to God's burdens, and you'll be good. But also just enjoy life. I know life could be extremely painful. I know life could be extremely discouraging, right? But just know that, just be thankful that you're alive. Always have a lot of gratitude, because at any given moment, your life situation could be worse. And I don't mean it in a way to like ignore your problems, or to not look your problems like as serious, not to overlook or bypass them. Acknowledge your problems. Know that like your problems are a big deal, regardless of what people say. I hate when people say like, oh, this person's problems has nothing compared to my own problems. First, I hate when people say that, because it's like, first off, you don't know what they've experienced. You never lived their life before, and you never would, and like, you never had a similar lifestyle as them. So like, what may affect them may not affect you, and vice versa. What may affect you may not affect them. People go through different battles. People go through their own demons. People go through their ups and downs. This is life. It's how life is. It's how the human experience is. So like, what I'm saying is like, not, like you can always have the worst. I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about in a way where like just try to find ways to have gratitude. To try to find ways to be thankful. You know, like for example, like be thankful that you have arms and legs. Be thankful that you can walk. Be thankful that you can use your arms. So you can run and work out. So you can use it to write, draw, use your phone. Because some people don't have that. Or like be thankful you're not in prison. Be thankful you're not in jail. Or if you're in jail, just be thankful that like you have friends and family. Or if you don't have friends or family, be thankful that you have God. That you have yourself. That you can love yourself. And be thankful that you have opportunities to where you can become successful. Or like you can do what you love. Or if you're really bored with life, if you feel like you feel hopeless, just be like, just try to find, yeah, if you feel hopeless, whatever, just try to find things that you enjoy doing, and that's I think one of the cool things about like when you're doing soul searching or like you just don't feel passionate about life. One of the main things is to just do whatever it is that you fear the most and just take on it. It could be like public speaking, it could be like painting, drawing, or just putting yourself out there, or like learning to pick up, do things like that scare you, and that will give you more motivation to live life, and it'll make you have fun with life, so that's how you got to look at it, and just know that you're not alone too, because like if you feel like life is so shallow, or like life has nothing to offer, or like people have nothing to offer, or just people are just very shitty, or just life in general, like it's so corrupt, or like you feel like people don't understand you, or if you feel like family members don't understand you, just know that like don't ever give up, and then like other people, they're also experiencing the same things. You're not going through this alone. And if you're religious, if you're into spirituality, try to put your faith and your energy and power into that higher power, into God, to your religion, and to know that you're not alone. And there are people that love you, your friends, your family, or if not, then just know that you got yourself, and like what matters most is you got yourself, and just know that even though you may feel like you're gonna be isolated, or like you're gonna feel misunderstood your whole life, just know that it's only temporary. Like there are times where in my life where like I felt like forever, there are times where I feel like, damn, I'm gonna be jobless forever, or I'm gonna be broke forever, or like I'm not gonna have a certain amount of friends, this and that. It seems like it's been going on for a long time, but like for some reason, for some reason, God or life will just find a way to like get me away from these situations that I don't want to be in, like life will always find a way for me, and not just with me, I'm talking about for everyone else too. I'm using my own example. Like life will find a way to uplift you, even though life will knock you down. I personally believe when life knocks you down, it is a test. It's to test your strength. This is why being a human or having a human experience is not easy. It's extremely tough. It's extremely challenging, because you just never know what life's going to throw at you. And every single day, a lot of people, a lot of human beings, we're all struggling in some areas of our life. We all had to go through obstacles, trials, and errors, and pain, It's how life is. It sucks. It is sad, but it's just how it is. I mean, it's like you don't even have to look at it as a bad thing, because like if anything, you can look at it as a normal thing, and it's not affecting people too much to the point where like, you can suicide, this and that. Basically, what I'm saying is that like people will find a way, and people, they have the strength. God will uplift them, or if you don't believe in God, life will uplift them. And when I mention God, I'm not forcing you to believe in God. I'm just using God as an example, because I personally believe in God. But I'm just saying, just anything you believe in, put your faith into that, and just know that all the trials and errors you're experiencing right now, you're not going to feel it forever. It's only temporary. And even if you look at it from a deeper scale, the human life span is very short. So like the average human will pass away or die until they're like 100. The most a human being can live is when they're 100 years old, to like they're 99. And that's the thing, you got to look at it, right? So like what you're experiencing at your 30s or 20s or teens or 50s, just know that this human experience is temporary. This lame experience, this corruption is temporary, and just know there is afterlife, or like there are things that you will enjoy doing. All this is temporary, I know life may be extremely painful, but it's temporary, so why not do the things you enjoy doing, live your life to the fullest, live your life to the best, do what you love. As long as you're not harming anyone, then you're good, And also, being mindful too with people. Like always treat people with respect, always treat people with kindness because you just never know what people are going through, man. You know, and even people who are like assholes towards you, or people who are extremely like jealous, or like people who are toxic, who are very disrespectful towards you. Again, don't even take it personal, and just I'm not saying let it slide. But I'm just like obviously set boundaries and defend yourself. But I'm just saying like I'm saying that like even people who are bullies, people who are toxic and just envious, people like that, they're hurt. You know, like it's not normal for a human being to act angry towards another human being for no reason, or to act like a bully or to harm other people. Just know that like um, a lot of other people like they're all going through something. Like you just never know what people are going through. Like what I've learned is that like people go through a lot of. Well, I've been knowing this, but like a lot of people they go through like certain pains and shit. So like people go through trials and errors. People go through like um this is life, you know. People, you know, like give me one second. Yeah, but this is how life is, you know. Just people go through like a lot of painful situations. Sorry, no, sorry about that. My phone's almost breaking up. No, but a lot of people, well, they're going through grieving situations. People go through grief. People go through like again. I know I'm repeating myself, but people go through a lot of pain that you know nothing about, and it makes sense because and it's a fact because you know how life is. Like life is naturally painful, so like life is naturally just is brutal. You know, life is not easy. You know, so like always treat people with kindness. Just it's very easy. It's free. It's not hard to like ask someone how they're doing, to say good morning, to say good evening, to say good afternoon. Like always show love and affection towards your loved ones, you know, because you never know when's the last time you're gonna see them. I know you hear this a lot, but it's true. You just never know when you're gonna see your friends, or because life is very unexpected. And I'm not saying be fearful, but like always treat people with love, treat people with respect. Just treat people how you want to be treated. You know, the same way you want to be treated with respect, you need to be treated with love and kindness. Do the same thing towards people. You know, again, I'm telling you, like I know this. I know this from experience. I've seen this with my own eyes. Like you never know what people are going through. Like a lot of people, and when I'm saying that, I'm not saying um people's bullshit behavior towards you is justified. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that like just overall, like, and I'm not saying to be a people pleaser either. But I'm just saying like, just when you approach life, like treat people how you want to be treated. You know, it doesn't hurt. Like I said, it doesn't hurt if you say good morning to someone. It doesn't hurt to give someone a compliment or to give a stranger a compliment. It doesn't hurt to help people out because this world is already negative in itself. So it doesn't hurt to help other people. You know, a lot of people have trust issues, so like build trust within people. You know, it doesn't take much to help another person. If someone needs help, then just help them out. You know, and there's a saying that like human beings are all like a puzzle piece. Like everyone has, I forgot the saying, but like we're all puzzles to our missing puzzle pieces. Like we all have the answers. We don't answer. I mean, how's it go? We all a lot of human beings have puzzles that could fulfill their missing puzzles. The quote is something like that. So basically, what it's saying is that like every human being is unique. So it makes sense that different people may know different things than the other person. A lot of people learn differently. A lot of people look at life differently. A lot of people experience life differently. So like we all need a helping hand. Every single human being, we all need help. You know, every single human being who reached success, every single human being who had, there's anyone, 100% of people, they always had that help. They always had that extra help. They always had that extra hand. You know, we still need each other. We still have each other. You know. There's this individual on YouTube. She made a great point. She mentioned that like we don't really die alone, and like I think someone mentioned that like you're born alone and you die alone. She mentioned that like that's not true because last time she checked, she mentioned that like a baby is born from a mother's womb, So that means you weren't born alone, because technically someone else brought you here. And that's what she mentioned on YouTube. And also, you don't really die alone, because when you pass away, someone has to dig up your grave, or like usually when people die, they're usually around other people. So you don't really die alone like that, you know? And that makes sense. And that's what she mentioned on YouTube. And she's extremely right. She's extremely correct, you know? And that's how you gotta look. That's how you gotta look at it. I know I'm all over the place. I'm just speaking my mind. I'm just releasing my thoughts. But I know I'm kind of all over the place, because I have a lot of people walking around, and like I don't know if they're gonna ask me a question. So this is why I'm like kind of all over the place. But yeah, treat people with respect. You never know what people are going through, and just know that a lot of people, they're also going through their trials and errors. A lot of people are also going through their own suffering. So it's always important to treat people with respect. It's always, it doesn't hurt to treat people with kindness. You know, you just never know what people are going through, right? And don't take life personal. And I know, and don't feel like you're alone when you're going through tough situations. When you feel like things are going through, like it seems lonely, or like experiencing so much pain, like people are just being assholes towards you, this evil ass world, or like people never showed you love, or like just life in general just has been beating you down. Just know that you're not alone, and that you have people who are willing to help you, people who are willing to support you, and just know that there are opportunities to build yourself up to create a more successful life for yourself, you know. And that's how you gotta look at it. And these are facts too, you know. Now also, just the fact that you're alive too. Just know that, like, I don't care what age you are, like, you always have an opportunity to live the life the best you can. Now I understand, like, we live in the matrix. I understand, like, there's a spiritual side to this world. I understand there's world corruptions. I understand there's the Illuminati, or like just all this evilness that's taking place, right? I understand, but don't let like corruption or government corruption or the elites dictate your life circumstances, right? I know life is unfair. I know life is bullshit, or like I know the people around you are just assholes, or they're just fucking stupid. Just how they teach, just how they lead. I know people are assholes like that. I know people are fucking dumb. A lot of people lack emotional intelligence, but just don't let that affect you, you know? Don't. Again, you are your biggest fan. Just the fact that you have a beating heart, just the fact that you have a heart, you have lungs, you have that self-awareness, you can think, you have a brain, you have a human body, right? Just the fact that you have that in itself is a very amazing thing. That it is a great fucking thing, you know? You have a